Imagine a person associated with your organization returns from travel from a highly infected location, or calls in sick during a pandemic, or has a fever detected from a thermal camera. Once you've confirmed that someone has a fever using your thermal imaging camera or any other non-intrusive device, that is where the power of Insight and its trusted messaging and database capabilities comes into play. As you can see here, Insight consists of two components. The first one being a system client or dashboard for the system manager, and the second part being this mobile device to your right-hand side. So now that I've confirmed that I have someone who is potentially ill with COVID-19, I jump into the survey feature as a system manager. The survey feature is important because it's used for total situational awareness of an organization. In this case, I'm going to create a new survey where I ask all affiliates of the organization whether they've been in contact with John Smith or not. So I could create a new survey off the bat, but I have a template for this due to the pandemic. So I'll click on my COVID-19 status. Have you had contact with John Smith in the past 2 weeks? People can answer extensive, incidental, or no contact. Over here I can append to the message. I'll add, please reply. And then I can make this a priority as it is and include a photo. So I'll go ahead and select a photo of John Smith to share with the organization. So now I could send it by department, by site, or to select people, but in this case I want to reach all users because any affiliate could be affected by this. So I'll go ahead and broadcast that. This is where you take the power of Insight beyond just email and phone calls, which could take you days to deal with. Instead, with Insight, as you could see, the survey comes in within seconds, and now you're dealing with this within minutes. So over here I have the survey. COVID-19 status. Have you had contact with John Smith in the past 2 weeks? I see John Smith. Yeah, this guy works in my department. So I'm going to click extensive. I can add any additional information. I'll let them know that he worked in my department. And then I'll go ahead and hit send. So now as a system manager, I'm going to go ahead and view the responses that I've received. So over here I see admin 1 has replied they've had extensive contact with John Smith. I can go ahead and click and get any details about them. I can get their email, their phone number, but in this case I'm going to send them an ambit message from the Trusted Insight messaging. Please quarantine until further notice. So now the person from the organization knows this came from the enterprise and know they could follow the processes as they need to, or follow up with a manager. So now that I know admin 1 is a health risk, I can go ahead and mark this person as a health risk so that we don't forget who the potential health risks are. So I'll go ahead and search admin. I'll go to admin 1 and I'll mark him as a health risk. So as you can see, now his profile has been marked as a health risk. I'll go ahead and save that. Jump back into my survey. As you can see, admin 1 now has a red dot next to him. Anyone with a red dot is considered a health risk. So whenever you open up their profile, it will say health risk. So now I have dealt with this. I have began the policies and processes of my enterprise, all in the matter of minutes after finding out that one of my affiliates has a fever or a potential illness that could be COVID-19. Thank you.